Greetings everyone, today is October 7th, 2021, and I want to take you on a nice pumpkin and gourd patch update. And today's video should be really nice because a lot of pumpkins and gourds are in flower. So here we have a tandy pumpkin that's been growing slowly but surely. Check out the seminole. Remember it was all sickly and sad? It has recovered nicely and it's made 2 vines. I'm going to have to train this one to go on the fence. In theory, this one should have small enough pumpkins that it can be trellised. And here we have the ball loofah, and it is doing wonderful. It has beautiful loofahs. It's all backlit right now. There's a whole bunch of loofahs here, but I'm going to do a spotlight just on this plant because as far as I know, this is extinct in cultivation in the United States. What that means is it's not an extinct plant. It probably still exists in the wild, and it definitely exists in cultivation in other countries. But to get it to come back to the US, if no one has it, would be really hard. It's kind of like saying bulldogs are gone from the United States, but they still exist in South America, so to import one would be really a hassle. So I am happy that I've got, and each one of these should have several seeds. So I'm hoping to give out seeds or sell the seeds or something like that, but just to get them back out there. They're really cute. Well, I'll talk more about them in its own update. Alright guys, sorry if stuff was off camera. It's really hard to see the screen with the glare of the sun. So we've got these 2, supposedly an 8-ball squash. These are for eating. These are close to our front door, so hopefully the theory is we can pick them once they're ready as we come in and out of the door. That'd be nice. And this one's a cue-ball squash. It's supposed to be whitish, whereas the 8-ball is supposed to be more of a dark green, almost black. Gonna go through these guys fast. I haven't done too much. That was Indian doll. And this is Charisma, is doing the best of all these front yard pumpkins. And Wolf would be great to get like a giant jack-o'-lantern out of this. Now here is the One Too Many. Remember it had powdery mildew? It's doing a lot better. I think that Indian doll might be related to One Too Many. And once this one hit the ground and I buried the vines and it's making roots on the vine, it seems to have recovered and it's not so mildewy, so I hope that the other one will do the same thing once it starts to run. Brand new plant out here. Very excited about this one. This is a tricolor cushaw, and of all the pumpkins, the cushaw pumpkins have done the best for me. So I'm hoping this tricolor will be a success and give me lots of beautiful fruits. La Estrella has recovered nicely too. This one was doing bad. Oh goodness, look. Disgusting squash bug. It is just chemical warfare out here to grow pumpkins. I have to... Today is neem day and almost everything. Neem day and BT day, I think. And then tomorrow I'll have to spray the copper fungicide. Alright, look at this. We have a pumpkin. This is a green cushaw. Now this plant, remember, had the back leaves were destroyed. You can kind of see that the powdery mildew got it. But I've been spraying it and it's doing so much better. I hope that will get really big. And then here we have our beautiful African wine kettle. Leaves aren't as big as I would like, but it's finally on the ground, so it should root, and then I'm hoping that it'll start uptaking nutrients from the ground and hopefully become a thicker vine with larger leaves and take over the yard. That would be wonderful. There's some of my sarracenias. I need to update that. I have so many plants, it's hard to update on everything, but they're doing pretty well actually. So the seminole pumpkin, look at these gorgeous leaves. And look at in the sunrise. Let me adjust the camera because it's so bright. Okay, that's a little better. That's kind of what it looks like for me in real life. These two bright male flowers. First time it's made male flowers already has ants in them. These are big. My hand is 6 inches from wrist to middle finger, so maybe that gives you an idea of a sense of scale. I'm gonna harvest those to pollinate any future female flowers that might come out. Here is the sunlight pumpkin. It is forming buds of male flowers. Look how gorgeous that sunlight is coming through the stems. It's like translucent. I love pumpkins and gourds. They're just beautiful plants. Alright, this is the midnight pumpkin. Quite exciting. Beautiful male flower on it. I have harvested a few male flowers from this. And if we look in here, I hope it's still here. Uh-oh. Yes, down here. No. Guys, see that? That's the bud of a female flower. There's a little pumpkin behind it. Let's hope that that will grow and open up so we can pollinate it and get a black pumpkin. I hope this will produce lots of black pumpkins. Got some melonworm damage there. See if the little jerk's still around. Gotta spray with BT again. I don't see any, but those might be eggs. I don't know what that is. The neem will get all of that. Check it out, guys. White cushaw growing. This vine hasn't grown very much, even though it's finally reached the ground. I was hoping it would keep going out into the yard, but it hasn't grown. I don't know why. I guess this one's going to need some fish emulsion, which gives it nitrogen. And we got mildew on this, and those are caterpillar poops, those little black things, just called frass, which means that the caterpillar's on this leaf, probably. Yes, those are its webs. There it is. It's not even a full-size one, and it never will be. Yoink! I miss having chickens. When I had chickens, they didn't pick them off. They can't find them, but we have to pick them off, and then you can feed it to the chickens. Here is the moonscape pumpkin. I think moonscape is also related to one too many. This one has hit the ground. Look how silvery the leaves are. That's all powdery mildew, and I spray it. But these look slightly better, so again, the theory is that once they hit the ground and they make a vine, that maybe they'll get better. Orange cushaw is doing alright. It's had male flowers, but nothing, it hasn't grown. The vine hasn't gotten longer. Wish it would. And then here we have a beautiful male. Alright, we've got a beautiful male Dickinson. And this one is vining very nicely. And over here at the very tip, let me get her on this side. You guys can see that? I can't see the screen. Little female pumpkin right there. Let's hope it'll open up. It's got to get bigger and then flower, because the flower is going to be bigger than the male flower actually. And then hopefully we can pollinate it. That would be wonderful. Love the way Dickinson pumpkins look, at least what I've seen in photos. Okay, well, let's move on. Okay, so today has been a flower day. Just beautiful flowers in the morning. You gotta get up early to see them, or they're gone by the heat of the day around 9 or 10. So it's annoying. These guys aren't doing anything. It's a jarrahadale, which is supposed to be a big blue pumpkin, but it might be in the process of making roots. I did plant it into the ground, transplanted it here less than a week, almost a week perhaps, so it might take off eventually. Just like the seminole that was just looking bad and it was just sitting there probably making roots. And this is a zucca gourd. Hopefully, same thing. it's probably putting down roots, and once it's done making roots, I hope it'll explode and vine out and get huge. Alright guys, this is my Atlantic Giant. The seed was from the grower Steve Maiden, and it's one of his orange pumpkins. Wish me luck that nothing kills this poor plant and that I can get a decent sized pumpkin. Anything over 100 pounds would make me happy. And then we've got a kobacha pumpkin here, which I have removed. This was covered with the screen mesh so it wouldn't get burned, but I think it's acclimated to the sun now, so I can remove this whole thing off the arbor. And then over here we've got the last one, which is a Indonesian bottle, and it's doing terrible actually. I think the rooting period for this is done by now. It should be vining, and I've always had bad luck with Indonesian bottles, and I love them, so I may replace it with some other kind of gourd. Alright, sunrise. Can you guys even see the trellis? It's so sunny. I don't think so. I can't see it. I can't see the screen. Alrighty guys, so that wraps up the pumpkin and gourd patch update. We're back here with the green cushaw, and I hope you guys enjoyed that and all the beautiful flowers that were out this morning. Des signing off.